Hey guys, Rebecca here, owner of Holy Rustic DIY Studio, and tonight is our Friday night door hanger painting, and we're painting the spring bike. So enjoy the ride door hanger. This was our Craft and Connect BOGO kit of the month, and we've sent out a lot of these, so let me know if you're painting with me tonight. So let me know if you have a door hanger, or if you're just watching, or if you're going to paint. So we had a few mishaps this week. I wasn't sure anybody was going to get their door hangers. Hey Tamara, how are you? Did you get your bike door hangers? I'm hoping they were all delivered. We finally got everything out after we got our machines up and running. So we're just going to jump right in, I guess. It's the weekend, right? Are you happy it's Friday? I know I am. All right, we're gonna start with white. We're gonna put a base coat on this 18-inch round. Oh, you're good. I don't miss those days. And many days of grading papers on the weekends. What grade do you teach, Tamara? All right, we're gonna do a base coat of white over the whole round, and this is one that I messed up. It doesn't have the engravings on it, but you should have the shiplap lines in the background. Oh good, you got your porch cleaner too? Did you get it all set up? I'm just using the biggest brush that I have, and we're just gonna go ahead and brush on this white background here. And it will probably need a second coat. I just want to go ahead and get it coated once so I can work on the pieces. Oh good, hey Stacy, glad you got it. I tried to send the ones that were like non-local first, hoping we had our machine up and running, and then I sent the local ones, so hopefully everybody got it. It's been one of those weeks, and we are so glad it's the weekend. Oh good, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, for our classes, I have a tendency to like use the reverse side of class examples, so a lot of the pieces that you see in pictures actually have like a whole nother class on the back side of it. So that's what that porch cleaner was. It was, we used it for one class, and then I decided I want to do another class, so I used the back of it to paint the second class on. So that porch cleaner has been to a lot of classes. So I'm glad it's getting some good use on the porch now. Yeah, our the D-Stash starts Monday, so next week we'll be doing that every night. It's a lot, but it works out for everybody because we get to clear out a bunch of stuff because we accumulate supplies and you know, class examples and stuff like that really quickly. So I look forward to the 2 times a year we do this and clear out some space. Hey Paula, how are you? Are you painting with us tonight? You made it on time, yay. Yes, Tamara, so if you have that in direct weather, you definitely want to put a layer of some kind of outdoor lacquer on. Just make sure it says outdoor use. We usually use a kind of polyurethane to go over it, but I actually don't think that one's sealed. Since it was a class example, I don't remember sealing it. So you might want to put a layer on it if I'd have thought about it. Well, I couldn't have done it because I said it needed some touch up, so yeah, the D-Stash is fun. So we do have a lot of supplies. So far we've done some early bird stuff with more of the finished projects. But we have a ton of supplies too, so I mean, just like any crafter can accumulate a whole lot of craft supplies, right? So imagine a whole craft business. It's insane. Just takes over everything. But yeah, it's usually fun. Hey Lindy, how are you? Lindy, did you sign up for the box today? I thought I saw your name. I'm excited. Okay, I have this white coat on. I'm just gonna move it to the side and let it dry while we work on our pieces. So we're gonna do more to that round in a little while. So I'm just gonna move this to the side. So we do have our basket that's white. So while I have the white out, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the basket. Lindy, I'm so excited. You're gonna love it. It's my favorite. Yeah, just make sure you join the community, the Facebook community, specific to the Creative Outlet Box. That's where all the fun happens. Your hubby says no more supplies. Oh, okay. That's gonna work, right? I think if every woman stopped buying craft supplies when their husband told them to, we would not have a surplus craft supply issue, would we? Aren't you the one that posted the meme for the bingo about the hiding the supplies from your husband or something? Okay, so y'all see this piece? It's a little charred, so this is when our machine started going out, so I kept it for myself. But yeah, this is the kind of problems we had. When we do this, you see how there's so many little cracks and crevices on this. I like to leave my laser edges dark. I don't like to paint them, especially with the white, because it just takes a lot of paint. So what I do with these is I just use like a small flat brush. So just a small flat brush. I'm gonna dip it in the white, and then I'm not gonna get a lot of paint. So I'm gonna dip it in my white and then kind of brush off the excess. So I'm almost doing like a dry brush, and I just take it and keep it flat and then brush towards the edge. So I brush outward, and that minimizes the amount of paint that leaks over the side. Okay. I also keep baby wipes. So if you've painted with me before, you know I always have my baby wipes close by, because while it's wet, if I were to get a big a bunch of paint here on the side, I would just take a baby wipe while it's wet and wipe it right off like it was never there. Okay. Tamara, you really do hide them, huh? That's funny. They just don't understand, do they? Gotta have we just might need those supplies one day. So I guess he doesn't know then that you're signed up for the D-Stash, huh? He would probably ban you from the D-Stash next week. Are you signed up for the challenge? Yay! Yeah, I hope we get a good group in there. It's going to be fun. So this is the first time we've done a 4-day online craft event. And we've got a lot of stuff packed into that week. So just make sure to check your email and join that specific group, because that's where the supply lists for both of those projects are. And we're going to paint that sunflower without a paintbrush, so it's going to be fun. That's so funny. Tamara cracks me up. I'm pretty lucky. My husband doesn't really give me too much grief over all my craft supplies. I don't know if it's because, you know, it's my business, so I kind of have an excuse. I don't know what it is, but he really has never given me a hard time over it. Maybe he knows it wouldn't do any good. He knows me well enough. I know, I love lemons. So you'll see all kinds of lemons coming out from Holy Rustic in the next month or so, because it's that time of year and I just love them. They never get old to me. Although I see peaches are kind of coming in style. I was thinking about doing something with peaches. But yeah, I love the lemon string art. The good thing about those challenges and stuff that we do in the like related to our Holy Creatives membership is that you get the rights to use those templates. Our designs, you can use our designs for profit, so you can use them however you want for fun or business. So that's the good thing about that, because if that's something you're interested in, and as a teacher, you know, it's best not to reinvent the wheel, right? That's what I always heard. No need to reinvent the wheel. So yeah, I still stick to that. Okay. That's why the ones that we design, we let you all use. So I think that's all that we have white other than the accents. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side, and that'll definitely need another coat because the white is really hard to cover, especially when you char your basket on the laser machine. Lemons with blueberries. Ooh, that'd be cute. Oh, lemons in blue. So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we just finished yesterday are the tier tray pieces with the lemons. So it's yellow and a light blue, and it's so cute. Hey Jill. I love that. I've never been told that before, but I am very flattered that it's therapeutic like Bob Ross. There is something about watching painting. I don't know what it is. It's even more therapeutic to do it. I just usually put on a book on Audible and go to town. All right, so we just need to pick a piece. Let's work on our black pieces. So I'm just gonna use a flat brush again. That's usually my go-to when it comes to these wood pieces. I'm just gonna find a flat brush that I like and paint towards the edges to keep them from going over. I guess I'll just rinse this one out. You counting down, Jill? Got lots of teachers here tonight. I remember this time of year. Burnout was real, huh? Summer countdown. No reinventing here. Yeah, Tamara. What was it? My favorite site was Teachers Pay Teachers, right? That is like the most genius thing ever created in the teaching world. It was my favorite. All right, I'm gonna switch over to black. And my white just took over my entire paper plate, so I'm just gonna waste another one here. Usually I just reuse them until they're caked. All right, so a little bit of black, and now we're gonna start at the top. So we'll do the letters. And I love painting these black because you don't have to worry about the edges. They blend right in. Because the edges are dark, you really don't even have to be that careful. So that's my favorite. The white is a whole nother story. "28 days. Woohoo! That's exciting. I guess Are y'all still doing virtual school? Are we all in person now, or a combination? I can't remember what happened last. Can't keep up. I feel like everybody's in person now, right? Is anybody painting door hangers tonight? Or are we just watching tonight? I can't believe April's halfway over already. I can't even believe it's time for the BOGO class. You do all in person. Oh, good, Paula. Yeah, y'all been all year, huh? All year and virtual. So a little bit, probably just enough virtual to keep you busy, huh? Busier than usual. Yeah, I feel for y'all. I can't imagine. I'm glad I got out when I did, honestly. What a mess this last year's been. Oh, Linda, you got your wagon wheel purchased? Or painted? Purchased. You got your wagon wheel painted. Isn't that a fun one? That might be one of my favorite kits ever, that wagon wheel. That was so fun. And it's so pretty. I love it. That was definitely a popular one. That was one of those where I paint and then I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it for myself. Because that's just what I need, is more more projects sitting around. All right, so our little bitty letters, THE, is also black. Of course, you can go rogue and paint these whatever colors you want. So I'm just kind of doing the same as the example. I did think about changing my bike color for this one. Are y'all gonna stick to the original, or is anybody doing something different? Is anybody doing a different color for the bike? You painted the leaves on the wrong side. Oh no. I'm trying to think of how that one was. Oh, I guess they wouldn't fit. They fit in there just perfectly around the flowers, don't they? Oh no. Yeah, that's a lesson learned, I guess. That won't happen again. You'll remember that anytime you do the wood. I've done it, trust me. You can keep it similar. Yeah, I like the kind of the turquoise or teal bike. Another good thing about this black paint is that it only takes one coat, which is the best. So I'm glad we only have one piece that's white. All right, so there's those. What else is black? Can't even remember. I don't have the example in front of me. The tires, right? So both tires, and then the pedal I think is black, and the seat and the handlebar. Yeah, there have definitely been a few times where I've painted the wrong side. So now I've gotten to where I always put them together first. That's why, especially like the barn quilt, if you saw the Creative Outlet project for this month, that barn quilt, all those pieces, if you paint all the wrong sides and it doesn't go back in just right, then it won't fit. So that's when you definitely, I'm really particular about getting the barn quilts where they where they need to be before we paint them. So we have the sunflower. You may have done that. I know one of y'all did the sunflower barn quilt, but we did classes on that. And one of our classes, like one of the first ones, some of them had painted the wrong side and we're trying to put them in upside down and they would not fit. So they had to go back and redo some of the pieces. So yeah, after you do that a few times, you make sure everything fits before you paint. I think we're gonna do a spring bike similar to this in the String Art membership. I think I'm gonna do a bike in string. It's been on my mind. I might create a template for that. I swear at some point, we have quite a few classes in our membership. We're gonna open them up at some point, probably as single classes, so you can do them individually instead of joining the membership. This is a pretty quick one to paint. Yeah, because I mean, oh, well, we got the flowers too. I forgot about the little flowers. Yeah, in your kit, you got the dark pink. So the example, there's a dark pink and a light pink. So if you want to do two colors for the flowers, just make sure to use a little bit of your white and lighten up some of that dark pink. Anyone got any fun plans this weekend? There is a lot of weekends that I work, like depending on like how many orders we have standing or how many classes and parties we have. But this is one of the few weekends that I have opportunity to rest, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So after this, I'm taking a break this weekend. Tired. It's been a week. We have one private party tomorrow, but it's a drop off and go. So we'll set up and leave. Okay, so all of those pieces are done. I'm gonna do the little seat on the bike and then the bike handle. What color should we paint the bike? Y'all think I should do something different? Alright, so I'm just doing this little seat and then the handlebar. And then I think all the rest of it is done. Okay. I think you only have one green too, so if you want contrasting, if you want the colors to contrast, just mix a little white in with it. Let's see, I'm trying to remember how these go. I think, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, April's been a busy month. I feel like that's upside down or something. Let's see. I don't know. I don't guess it really matters as long as they're sitting there. I just want to make sure I'm on the right side. Okay, so I have this spring green. I'm not sure I have the exact same colors as you. I tend to just grab whatever I see. One good thing about this BOGO class, I guess, is that you know, you can share with a friend if you want, or you can buy one, sell one, you know. Or Mother's Day is coming up, so this would be a good gift. Your second bike. Is anybody doing handmade for Mother's Day? We've been engraving a lot of planners. They're always big this time of year. So I did all those the same color. You can use 2 different ones if you want to. Oh, I forgot about my eye. I think I'm missing an eye, actually. I already rinsed my brush, so I just dipped it in there. Just rub it around in the black a little bit. I'll probably just do, I think I'll do all the same pink and then maybe a little like light pink center. Or maybe even yellow. When I get done with y'all tonight, I am going to finish a door hanger I started yesterday. You might be able to guess what it is. So y'all know I get on these kicks. It's almost done. I think I'm going to do a time-lapse video and post it tomorrow or Sunday. I'll give you a hint. It's yellow. I'm going back over these leaves because that green is really transparent on the wood. So I'm just going to do another coat to cover that wood up. Yes, definitely lemons, Paula. Last year we did the whole lemon door hanger, which is a kit online. But now I'm working on like a cross section, like a slice of the lemon. So that is coming soon. It's almost done. It's really cute. All right, I'm just gonna stick with well, actually, I don't even think this is a teal. This is more of a light blue, and it's what I grabbed. So the bike's gonna be light blue this time on mine. And I've been thinking today about, like we had our spring cactus class this week in the craft kit group. I was trying to decide today what we should do for a free class next month. We might vote on it. I can't decide. Should do another like canvas painting. Ooh, this blue is like really see-through. It's gonna take a few coats for sure. It doesn't help that I charred my pieces. I've had a lot of people talk about putting real flowers or wood flowers on their door hangers instead of like ribbons. Which I think would be cute. We used the wood flowers in the box this month, and that was the first time that I had touched one, and they just really did not feel, or they didn't feel like wood. It was crazy. Hey Brittany, did you get your kits? I know there's a couple of them still out there floating around. Between our machine down and then I don't know what's going on with the post office, but they're acting like it's Christmas right now. We have a couple orders out that I'm not sure they're ever going to get there. I don't know what's going on. I haven't had any problems since Christmas, but this last week or two has been something. I don't know what could be slowing them down. So I'm just taking a baby wipe and wiping the edges where I got it. Yeah, that blue is like really transparent. So that's definitely gonna need a couple coats. I'm gonna go ahead and second coat my basket here because it looks like a hot mess. Yeah, that white does not like the laser cut edges. Sometimes if you're painting these pieces white, sometimes it's a good idea to take a baby wipe before you start painting and kind of wipe the edges off to get any of the char off of it, because otherwise when you're using white, your brush can pick up some of that burnt edge and darken up that white color, so it makes it a little harder to paint white. There we go. That should be good. See my pinks. Make sure, if you're interested in the subscription box, make sure not to wait because we only opened a handful and they're already halfway gone. So it's only gonna be open for a few days. All right, so I think everything's painted except another coat on this bike. So I'm gonna let this dry a minute, and then my round, remember I said my round did not have the shiplap lines like yours does. So I think I'm gonna just create some faux shiplap lines and just show you how to do that. So you can just leave yours, you can just paint over yours with your white, and it'll kind of show, it will still show the lines even though you have the white paint over it. But if you want, you can darken up those lines by using a little bit of black or a little bit of gold. If you're wanting, you know, kind of the shiplap, you'll want to do more of a black. So let me show you how to do that real quick. And you don't have to, this is optional. So the example picture is just the natural color in the grooves. But since I don't have that, I thought I would just kind of show you how to do it. So I do use baby wipes when I do this. You can just kind of dry brush it on too. Probably this needs another coat of white. So I'm going to go ahead and do, well, I guess I'll use my plate. I'm going to go ahead and do another coat of white, and then while it's wet, I'm going to go ahead and brush on some of the black to give it kind of those faux shiplap lines. Let me go over this again. It might be kind of cute to do like polka dots in the background. You could change it up a little bit if you wanted to. I don't know if that'd be too busy or not. Since y'all have the lines, it might be too busy. When you hang this, you can use the twine that you have to tie through the holes, or you can get some thin wire and kind of stick it through the back and twist it in front of the holes. So sometimes that holds a little better than the twine. That's totally up to you. So we did put the holes in it to make it easy. And you can cover up the holes too if you want by making a bow. So there's a lot of different things you could do to this door hanger to kind of spruce it up a little bit if you wanted to. Alright, so I just painted white, and now let me get my black. Just going to get a little bit of black, and there's a couple ways you can do this. So if you have a baby wipe, you can keep that close, and that'll help kind of blend in the black. I'm going to just take my same brush and dip into it and kind of wipe off that excess. I don't want it super dark. So I'm going to kind of do a dry brush. And then you can measure this out if you want, or you can just kind of guess. I'm sure it'll be crooked. Okay, so I'm just, with my brush sideways, I'm just brushing on the lines. Now, if you want it to blend in more, you can take the baby wipe and just kind of go over it to blend it in a little bit. Okay, so it's up to you how dark you want it to be. So I probably blended that more than I wanted to, so I'm just gonna go back over it. But baby wipes are like magic for painting. Alright, so I'm just gonna take that, and this is completely optional. You have the lines that are engraved, and you can leave it just like that if you want to. Don't worry about it being perfect. So see, I haven't even dipped back in my black paint. I got a bunch of lines out of one dip. If you get one that you don't like, that is too dark, just go back over it with white and blend it back in. What do you think? Do you like the black? Or do you like the natural better? Okay. So I think I'm gonna take this and maybe blend that in just a little through here. You can do the same thing with white on your brush as you can with the baby wipe. All right, what do you think? We're about ready to start gluing. Just gonna put another coat on this bike. And when you use the E6000, if you've painted with me before, you've heard this already, but it doesn't set right away. So it's the best glue for holding things, especially they're gonna be hanging outdoor. But it is not going to set right away. So you will want to give it some time to hold before you stand your door hanger up. Another thing about that glue is that if you put too much and it oozes out the side, you will see it forever. You are not going to be able to get rid of it. It might mess up your wood. So what I usually do is keep like a plastic knife or a palette knife, and I usually spread it like peanut butter onto the back so that there's no thick spots of glue. So I just found that works best. You can also use a Q-tip to kind of spread it around the back so you don't have any thick spots. And then you just push it down and let it sit for at least an hour before you pick it up or stand it up. Because if you try to hang it or put it upright too soon, all your pieces are going to slide down to the floor. And you're going to have streaks of glue all over your door hanger. So you don't want to do that. All right, let's see. So just put it all together. So you do have one wheel that's bigger than the other, and it just fits right over top of it and clicks in. So it won't fit if you get them backwards. So there's that. The basket goes right on top of that piece right there up against the bike. And then you should have 4 little leaves. And then I'll go back over those with a little bit of the light pink in the center. Gonna have to play with them and get them in the right order so they all fit on there. All right, and then enjoy. You know what I'm missing? Ride. I don't even have my ride piece. I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I will be gluing this later after I find my ride piece. Just make sure when you glue it that you place everything on here before you start to glue. Make sure it fits and it's all going to be where you want it in the end. I don't glue anything down until I know where everything fits. And then just use something to spread the glue out on the back. So it could be a plastic knife, palette knife, Q-tip. I thought I was just missing an I, but I'm missing the whole word. All right, so there's that. Oh, forgot the bike pedal. And then you can use just like a little liner brush or you can use a paint pen if you want to put the little highlights on. So I'll just put a little mark here. So of course I love the Posca paint pens. These are the best for stuff like this. If you do not have Posca paint pens and you do this a lot, you want to order them. We do have them in our Amazon store. I guess Hobby Lobby sells them. I don't know. I don't get to Hobby Lobby too often. I'm a order from home kind of girl. So I'm just doing curved lines and little dots on the wheels. And this works the same way with a brush. I'm just doing a curve and 3 dots. I can put a couple here. I think that's it, right? I just realized I painted the whole tires black instead of gray like the example. Now I'm just playing with my paint pens. All right. So I think I've about done all that I can do without the word ride. So this should say enjoy the ride, and that will go over here. So I'll just adjust this bike to put that word there. And then I'll glue everything down once I get it where it's gonna go. And then I can put a picture, but you already have an example. So I think that's it. It's time to start the weekend, y'all. Thanks for ordering this kit. I hope that you love it on your front door. Let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise I will see you all soon. Have a restful weekend. Bye.